Hey folks, welcome to Mr. P's Film Review, and I'm here to give you another retrospective review. You know, I was just thinking the other day, 1994, 25 years ago. My word, can you imagine, 25 years ago? Where does the time fly? And I was just thinking about looking at all the defining moments that happened in 1994. I was 14 at the time. Mandela was sworn in as the first black president of South Africa. Kurt Cobain had sadly passed away. Wet 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 had shown us that love is all around with that theme tune that was in the charts for numerous weeks. 4 Weddings and a Funeral was released. Made a star out of Hugh Grant. Whoopi Goldberg was the first female to host the Oscars. Will Smith asked that iconic question, how come my daddy don't love me anymore, man? On the Fresh Prince episode, Papa's got a brand new excuse. The Sony PlayStation was first released. Friends was broadcast at that time. And we lost a lot of celebrities, from Cesar Romero, who played the Joker in the Batman television series, to George Peppard, who played Hannibal Smith, to Telly Savalas, who played Kojak. It was a defining year. Also, the Channel Tunnel was first opened at that time. But also in 1994, some films were released that still stand today as classics. Aladdin, Lion King, which ironically are having live action releases that come out this year. Pulp Fiction, Shawshank Redemption, The Mask. So many classic films, but I'm going to be reviewing one of my favorites this year. An Arnold Schwarzenegger classic that was released in 1994, Junior. No, I'm only kidding. I don't want to get sick anymore. Now, it was the talk of the summer of 1994. Marked his third collaboration with Jim Cameron, and it is called True Lies. After 25 years, does this film still stand? Stay tuned and find out. So, True Lies, released in 1994, marks the third collaboration between Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jim Cameron after the 2 Terminator collaborations. And in this film, it stars Jamie Lee Curtis, it stars Tom Arnold, Bill Paxton, Tia Carrere, and Art Malik. True Lies tells the story of Harry Tasker, who leads a double life. By day, he is married to his wife, Helen Tasker, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, and she thinks he's a boring computer salesman. But in actuality, he is actually a secret agent who works for the Omega Sector, which is a covert anti-terrorist organization, and he is tasked with locating 4 Soviet nuclear weapons which have been stolen by this terrorist organization called Crimson Jihad, led by Salim Abdulaziz, brilliantly played by Art Malik. But then Harry's personal life and his professional life collide when he realizes that his neglected wife Helen is about to embark on an affair with a mystery man called Simon, brilliantly played by Bill Paxton. And we then discover that Simon is actually a used car salesman who's actually using Helen. And Harry has a mission to not only save the world, but also save his marriage at the same time. True Lies was one of the most talked about films of 1994. The summer of 1994, everybody was on about True Lies. You just couldn't go anywhere. Billboards, it was one of the most talked about films. This film was meant to be Arnold Schwarzenegger's comeback after the critical and commercial failure of The Last Action Hero. This was the first film to come out from Jim Cameron's visual effects studio. And we school kids at that time, and I'm going to tell you youngsters a thing or two, show my age. We had to wait for this film when it came out on Pirate. And in case you're wondering what Pirate is, this is Mr. P's Tutorial 101. Bear with me one moment, please. In the old days, before you could download videos from the internet or watch them on Netflix, we got our films like this. Now folks, this is what you call a video cassette recorder. And in them days, we had to buy videos from Our Price, Woolworths, and we would exchange them for other videos. Remember the good old days of Blockbuster videos? Joe Cobra, you know what I'm talking about. And we had to wait on Pirate to get DVD or to get these films. And everybody's like, you know what, I got True Lies on Pirate, I got True Lies on Pirate. The struggle was real back then. You kids have no idea how spoilt you are. Before you could put 3-hour films on a DVD, we had to get them like this. And if you wanted to watch 2 or 3 films, you had to tape one film next to the other. I didn't know about long play until I was about 25, 26. But now I'm showing my age. Now I've lost my train of thought. Wait a minute. Is this a history tutorial or am I giving you a movie review? What am I doing again? Oh yes, a movie review. Thank you. But anyway, yeah. This was one of the most talked about films. And again, after 25 years, after watching it recently, I can easily say that this film still stands as a thoroughly entertaining action film. Great visual effects, great set pieces, Great performances all around. And this is a testament to Jim Cameron as a director. The man is a savant. If you look at his filmography, and he hasn't done that many films, the films that he has done are way ahead of their time. Terminator 1 broke ground. Terminator 2 raised the bar in terms of what a sequel is meant to do, and it pushed the boundaries in terms of visual effects, action, technology. It did it all and still stands as a landmark film. And his films after that, Titanic, which in terms of just like broadening your scope in terms of creativity, in terms of detail, Avatar, bridging the gap and raising the bar on visual effects, shows that this man is way ahead of his time, and we can easily apply that to True Lies. True Lies is just a phenomenal film. Thoroughly entertaining. It doesn't quite reach the heights of, say, their previous collaboration on Terminator 2, but it's still enjoyable. What I love most about this film, let's start with the performances. Arnie is the same in every film, so let's just put that to one side. But Jamie Lee Curtis was the standout actress for me in this film, and she rightly so deserved a Golden Globe Award for Best Actress in a Comedy Film, because she played Helen Tasker so well, both as a dramatic actress, as a comedic actress. And Jim Cameron is known for creating strong female characters. Just look how what he did with Sarah Connor in Terminator 2. And Jamie Lee Curtis has the ability to kick ass in this film. One of my favourite scenes is where she's having the gun, trying to shoot at one of the terrorists. She accidentally drops the gun, but the gun drops down the stairs, keeps on firing, and it takes out all the terrorists. Iconic scene. Tom Arnold is on great wisecracking form as Arnie's sidekick Gib. Art Malik is also on great form as the terrorist Salim Abdulaziz. And this film cost $100 million. And you can see that every penny is up there on that screen. Visual effects, top notch. The action set pieces from the horse riding chase against the motorcycle through Washington DC, to the island sequence where Arnie and his wife are trying to escape whilst there's a nuclear weapon on it, to the Harrier jet sequence. You can see that all the money is up there on the screen, and it works. Also, this film is not only just a great action film, but it's also a great comedy film. There are some hilarious moments in this film. One of my favorite scenes is when Salim Abdulaziz has been video cameraed by one of his associates, and the camera is low on battery power. And when the battery runs out and his associate drops the camera, Salim Abdulaziz looks at him and says, okay, what's wrong? And he says, the battery, boss. And he walks up to him and you think, okay, is he going to kill him? And he tells him, get another one, you moron. And the guy goes, shh, let's go. Hilarious. And Bill Paxton, may he rest in peace, as Simon, he was as hilarious as he was sleazy. And again, it's a shame that he's not around, but again, what an excellent performance he gives as Simon. The real comedy relief. He was so funny in this film. And this is Arnie's film. And again, what would an Arnie film be without a deadpan one-liner? And who delivers one-liners better than Arnold Schwarzenegger? Okay, here's one for you. Watch this. Okay, now do me a favor. Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired. Okay, now where's that from? Huh? Commando. Yeah, see, 1 point for you've got it right. And this film has some great one-liners. My favorite one is the Harrier jet sequence, where Arnie has just rescued his daughter. The villain is on the airplane, and he tells him, take this plane down now. I said, take this plane down now. Arnie tilts the plane over, and the villain falls off the wing, hanging onto the rocket. Arnie sees that his associates are in the helicopter, and to kill two birds with one stone, he activates the rocket, switches it on, and in deadpan tone tells him, you're fired, and fires the bullet, and the rocket flies through the building and it blows up the helicopter. Classic Arnie. And 25 years on, this film brings a sense of nostalgia. It is still as entertaining then as it is now. Does not seem dated in any way, shape or form. It's thoroughly entertaining, very, very funny. Great set pieces, and again, like I said, testament to Jim Cameron, who can make these films that are way ahead of their time that can still hold their own to this day. So I'll give True Lies a very, very strong 8 out of 10. So, if you like this review, please subscribe to this channel. Leave your comment with what was your favourite film from 1994 that year. Follow Joe Cobra at Joe Cobra Gaming, and also there's a wonderful actress called Alicia Myton. Follow her as well. She's going to be doing great things in the future, and I'm sure I'll be reviewing her film here at some point in the future. But also subscribe to this channel also. and I shall see you on the next film review.